Let's jump into another subject right now, straight into that shipwreck that happened in Baltimore. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's another thing that's kind of viral right now. It's crazy event that happened where the cargo ship crashed into the bridge. Now, if you look up cargo ships and bridge crashes, it's actually something, an event that actually occurs. And just cargo ships crashing in general. But if you was to, just want to go down the rabbit hole and use your conspiracy part of your brain like I do, I said I always try to, of course, like my natural first instinct was that this was an accident. That's what it looks like, an accident. But then my other side of the brain said, what if this isn't an accident, right? So it's how we should all kind of apply to certain situations. Sometimes you don't need to do that much thought unless you're bored. But so I was like, what is the other side to this coin? What if it wasn't actually an accident, and how would it not be an accident? And now, if the actual driver wasn't involved, and the person that was actually supposed to be steering the boat, if it wasn't actually his fault because he was intoxicated or fell asleep or didn't pass the procedures that was needed to make sure that this event didn't occur, then that's one factor. But then another factor is if it was an outside source, especially from the movie that we all seen, Left Behind. Well, not all, I'll say majority, on Netflix, produced or sponsored by Barack Obama. And this is similar to kind of that event. So, not the point that it went into the beach, the point that it lost signal connection with its navigation system, and it wasn't able to actually divert from this crash. So we would say, what events would make anybody suspicious? Well, all the events at one time, you'll say, well, the power shut off twice, not once but twice. So if it's a navigation system, right? If you go into actually like cargo ships getting hacked, you'll find like small things, but it's absolutely possible. It uses a navigation system. It has obstacle avoidance, just like kind of, I guess, like your drone will kind of have, but probably a more sophisticated obstacle avoidance system. So how you bypass those systems is kind of throwing a virus or making the system believe that it's a system error. You know what I'm saying? So the shut off of the power, the timing of the shut off of the power, down the location of when the timing occurred of the shut off of the power is even crazier. So it's literally right before it gets to the bridge. That's when the power chooses to shut off, right? And then it doesn't shut off once. So the initial time that it shut off, it probably would have rebooted and been able to stop. But the second time, it actually turned it back on and threw it off course, kind of, because at first it was kind of going away from the center line of the bridge, and then it threw it on. So if you would like to set up like a simulation or a pre-program of a hack that you wanted to navigate the cargo ship into the to the bridge and bypass like the the protection that I'm pretty sure this navigation system has to realize that there's an error or realize that it's about to crash into something, you would shut off the power. It would that's like rebooting, and it would have to go through certain reach certain levels of it will have to reboot to a certain level before it realizes that it's actually about to crash, right? And those precautious measures that you put in play for the boat when it's about to actually hit an object won't actually work in time or won't actually work at all because of the rebooting. So, and the timing of everything just makes it so suspicious to anybody. It's like I had the light shut off twice and it was going a little way, then it just went the other way, like kind of like when you stern, like or you immediately, oh, you see you're about to crash into something and you turn the other way, but it actually did the opposite. It turned into the bridge. And then when you look into what bridge this was, how important this bridge was. In Baltimore, it's like well, that's where like cars and like cars coil refrigeration and stuff like that. That's where it goes through. So it's just 80 billion, whatever. It's just a small event, but we can see now, right? So if you can say, okay, it's just a bridge in a small event. Of course, it is just a bridge. God, well, 6 people died. Rest in peace. Those. That's one of the first things I should have said. Rest in peace, those that died. Of course, it's just not just a bridge, but it's a isolated event, you would say. But it's an event that could shed light to future events that are possible, especially after watching that movie. So how would you tell if like the country is being attacked and but not like by military, kind of like a cyber attack? How will we be able to tell? Of course, the movie tried to depict, the movie that I'm referencing to is Left Behind, try to depict a lot of events for us to notice, like technology wasn't working. Of course, one of the main things is when we notice that technology is just not operating the way it should, or it's not operating at all. And then as in the ship, the cargo ship that uses navigation, a navigation system, it was thrown off because of the hack and the technology. So you have all these events, small events that a lot of people wouldn't process correctly. Even me, I would be one of those individuals that would be kind of skeptical at first, or speculating, oh, it's this just trying to fear mongering, or is this actually an attack? In 4 years from now, China says that they're gonna invade Taiwan. The possibility of this happening, they'll say, is at like a 85%, 75% chance, just off the factors that they're militarily preparing and how much money they're putting into preparing. So imagine you prepare for war. You have whatever amount of money you want to say, $1 billion or whatever, and you're building up your military and you're putting all this money into your military. You're not gonna do nothing. Of course you're gonna do something. Either you're gonna get what you want, or you're gonna get what you want. Do you know what I mean? So either you're gonna get what you want the nice way, or you're gonna get what you want by force. And that's obviously the only direction that China is heading with Taiwan. Is either they're gonna get what they want peacefully, or they're gonna get what they want forcefully. They're going to take it. So the choice will be made, obviously, by us, how we intervene and choose to intervene. And that will be time to tell. But how would you stop a country? Like, we're so far away, but we have military over there. But of course, you would just have to like throw us in the Stone Age with technology. Like, our ability to respond would have to be a lot slower than our ability to respond averagely. And the only way to, I think, stop any country response from being what you wanted, from being fast and slowing it down, of course, you're just hacking and causing as much damage as you can to their communication system. And once you can do that, then you will be able to use that time frame, whatever time frame you created for yourself, to use that to attack. And by the time the response from the other opponent, it's in play, you're already a couple steps ahead. And hopefully our intelligence agency and hopefully the people in our government can actually are actually realizing. I'm pretty sure they are. If I could think of something like that, I'm pretty sure they're thinking and moving like that. But what scares me is that we just all humans. At the end of the day, me, you, them, and we all make mistakes. But let's get into some other events other than the bridge.
Life, nigga. We on it, nigga. From society, take over, nigga. Louis Vuitton town, nigga. Take over, nigga. Listen. Too much life wasted, time to apply pressure. Only focus is the money. I'm a paper chaser, fuck a hater. They gon' talk behind the status in your face, they ain't gon' say shit. Talk behind the comments in your face, they ain't gon' say shit. Too much life wasted, time to apply pressure. Only focus is the money. I'm a paper chaser.